What's up, guys? It's Lee and Sam here from Ugly Sofa Gaming. Today is another episode of Tutorials Played Badly, episode 7.
7, yeah.
So if you're new to the series, basically, me and Sam are not experts at Dreams. Far from it. We are, in terms of the creation aspect, we know nothing, and we're going through the tutorials for the first time, and it has been a struggle, and we've been doing the easy ones. So, where have we got to today?
We've just done sculpting. That was a struggle, so we're on painting, which
Okay.
sounds easier.
So, I've already played these once before when early access first came out. But it was a long time ago and most of it's gone out of my head. Sam has never played them because she doesn't do tutorials, apparently.
I don't follow instructions well.
So I'm handing the controller over to her now, and let's take a look. So, painting. Do you want to leave your mark on a scene? Maybe you want to draw, scribble, and create painterly effects? Is that a word?
Sure.
Here we show you the basics of paint mode with simple ways to adjust how paint strokes look, feel, and animate.
In this tutorial, we'll master paint mode.
Oh, that's pretty.
Uh-oh. Looks like Connie's having a bad day. Cuthbert got a bit handy with the lawnmower and mucked up her garden. Sorry, Connie. Let's paint her a lovely new one in paint mode. So, to explain,
It's a garden.
everything you see in Dreams is made up of little splats called flecks. They can be big, loose and painterly, or small, tight and smooth. In paint mode, we deal with strokes, like real-life painting. Strokes are lines of flecks that you draw in 3D space using your imp. Let's make some now. Go to the assembly menu. If it's closed, just press the square button to open it. Then open the Modes menu with X. It's this little group of icons. In the Modes menu, select Paint Mode. It has an icon with a paint squiggle. When you enter Paint Mode, you'll go straight into the Flex menu. And the Brush Flex tool will be equipped to your imp. See? There's a fleck on the tip of your imp. When you're painting, everything else goes blurry and black and white to help you focus on what you're creating. You can adjust the visual feedback in your preferences, which you can find in the Options menu. Try pressing and holding R2 while you move your imp around. And look at that! You're painting. Your imp creates a paint stroke made of a trail of flecks. Try changing how hard you press R2 as you paint.
Dang.
With the brush fleck tool, changing the pressure on R2 affects how opaque the flecks are. So if you press R2 lightly, the flecks will be more transparent. Now press square to open the paint menu so that we can look at some new colours and finishes. Look at the top row of buttons in the paint menu to find them. As well as the flex menu, which is already open, there are also menus for colours and finishes.
It's going to be a flower, but I think he wants me to do something different.
You can use these to change the colour and finish of your flex. Practice with the brush flex tool and make as many strokes as you like. You can always undo any mistakes with the left direction.
I think you might be colourblind.
Very similar, look.
Once you've got a feel for
painting, should be a bright orange, but it's not.
To the next
Actually,
step.
paint with it though.
It's like burgundy.
Was that fun? Now that you've made a gorgeous painting, hold L1 and press circle to scope out of paint mode. It's just like scoping out of a group and works the same way for all creation modes. A painting is a single object created in paint
How do you
mode,
paint on a
just
flat
like a sculpture
plane? I
is a
suppose it's
single
something to do
object
with
created in sculpt
grids.
mode. In assembly mode, you can move, scale, and rotate your painting. To edit the strokes in the painting, you can scope into it, just like you can with a group. Try scoping into the painting you just made. Hover over it, hold L1, then press X to scope in. When you scope into a painting, you will automatically be put back into paint mode and equipped with the brush fleck tool. press circle to unequip the brush
Miles
flex
away.
tool.
See, that's frustrating.
Now you can use the move tool on the individual strokes in the painting. You can scope out of the painting again with L1 and circle. Do you fancy making some flowers for Connie's garden? Connie loves flowers. Let's start by making a leaf, and then we can work our way up to the petals. Delete your practice painting using triangle. Then enter paint mode in the modes menu.
Mode.
Choose a colour and a finish from the paint
I
menu.
would have thought that it would be the paint bucket. So I don't want squares. What do I want?
Then choose a fleck to paint with. Use the up and down directional buttons to adjust the size of the fleck.
It's Sunday, of course they're
Now
drilling.
paint a simple stroke. Remember,
Sunday's the day we record. It's also the
more
day.
opaque the flecks will
Name
be.
is your DIY.
If you want to take another shot at it, just undo with the left directional button and try again. When you're happy with
I
your
don't like
leaf,
this brush
go to
strokey
the
thing.
next step.
Ah. Yeah, his leaf looks much better than yours.
Mean.
It's true though. You have many redeeming qualities, but you don't leaf a good plant.
I don't leave a plant. I'm an artiste. Look at it.
Piss artiste. That's actually not bad. If I'm being absolutely fair. You've actually salvaged that pretty good.
I wasn't done when
let's
you started
paint a
judging it.
In the context menu, you'll see a button with a plus sign icon. Select this button to start a new painting.
Okay.
So,
For the stalk, we'll use the Draw Flex tool. Open the paint menu with square if it's closed, then select the Tools menu. The Draw Flex tool icon is a pencil. Select it with X.
Okay.
Draw Flex acts more like a pen than a paintbrush. The harder you press R2, the larger the stroke gets. So if you press gently, the stroke will be quite small.
Does the shape still
the Draw Flex tool,
apply here? Because
the
I don't
fleck
want
will
this
get much
squarey
bigger.
thing.
That's because it's showing
you
you the
told me
want
to
maximum
use a
size of the
specific
fleck.
one, but it doesn't matter. Use what you want.
When you stop scaling, it reverts back to the smallest size the fleck can be. Try drawing a flower stalk with it. Have a few
Scaling?
goes to practice. Adjust the
I'm
pressure on
lost.
R2 in practice.
Oh, we can rewind.
When you stop scaling, when you scale press R2, the larger the stroke gets. So if you press gently, the stroke will be quite small.
So
When you scale the Draw Flex tool, the fleck will get much bigger. That's because it's showing you the maximum size of the fleck. When you stop scaling, it reverts back to the smallest size the fleck can be.
But I thought how
drawing
hard
a
you press the
flower stalk
button
with
was
it.
meant to
Have a few
change
goes
the
to
colour of it.
depth of the colour, yeah. So wait,
Adjust
so
the
is
pressure
it to
on R2 as you paint the stroke,
then grab it
so
and
that
then
the stalk tapers at the end. Don't worry about lining it up with the leaf though. We'll do that later.
I could scale it this way.
That's how we scale everything.
When you're happy with your stalk, continue
If,
to the next step.
If one of the experts is watching this, please leave us a comment, see what we just missed there, because I'm confuddled.
So I just gotta draw a line, right?
Yes. Stem.
That'll do.
That'll do, donkey.
That's a
Now
stemmy
the
stem.
exciting bit, the flower. In the
I didn't
context
understand
menu,
what he's on about.
select the Start New Painting button. By starting a new
Then it's
painting,
3
the
separate
flower
paintings.
will be a separate object to the stalk. We're going to paint the petals with the Stamp Flex tool, plus a special ingredient. You can find Stamp Flex in the Paint Mode Tools menu. Select it with X.
Oh, maybe it's because we switched to the pencil rather than the paintbrush.
Color and finish for your flower's petals.
That changed our to sensitivity from color to size because
it's a pen rather than a.
You can't change the color. The color is the color, but you can.
Now for that special.
Comes a shortcut to make it bigger, I guess.
Kaleidoscope guide.
Want splats or hexagons?
You can find Kaleidoscope in the guides menu, which is in the top row of the paint menu.
Here's the guides menu.
The Kaleidoscope icon looks like a snowflake. Select it with X to turn it on.
Yeah, I love this bit.
Leave the settings as they are for now. You can experiment with them later. You'll now have a clump of 5 flecks on your imp. Stamp the clump in your scene. That will set the center of the kaleidoscope. There will now be 1 fleck on your imp and 4 others floating around the center point. Whatever you do with the fleck on your imp will be mirrored by the other 4. You might need to adjust your position to get a good view.
Snap.
You could also try rotating the fleck on your imp.
Excuse me.
To do that, hold L2 and use the sticks, or stroke the touchpad. You can use the up and down directional buttons to scale the flecks.
Yeah, no,
whatever you do, make a flower you like the look of. If you mess up, you can just undo it with the left directional button and try again. Add as many petals as you like. Try using different colours and sizes. You could also try using the other painting techniques you've learned.
Can I just change the colour while I'm mid-floaty?
If you want to delete parts of the bloom, just unequip the Stamp Flex tool by pressing circle. Then use triangle to delete any parts you don't like. If you delete the first flex you stamped, the kaleidoscope guide will still be centered on their position.
There we go.
Beautiful.
With the move tool equipped, you can also move or even clone parts of the painting.
Oh, he's not mad. This is real big. Should I get it bigger?
Flex created with the kaleidoscope guide will always behave like a kaleidoscope, even when the guide is turned off. Go ahead and experiment. Then, when you're happy, proceed to the next step.
So this is interesting about paint mode. There's so many different modes in Dreams. I got confused because you've got sculpting, and in sculpting you can colour things.
Yeah.
And you can spray paint on your sculpture, which is separate from this mode, which is painting mode. And that's not even getting into... There's a third thing?
Yeah, the paint bucket thing where you can, like... That's the one we used to actually paint in the other tutorial. The art tutorial, was it? No, this is the art tutorial.
That was coating and finishing.
Coating, yeah.
So there's 3 different paint things. So when I first started making something, I tried to use paint mode to paint a sculpture or something. Not what you want to do. Yeah. As far as I know, this sort of thing is for making specific 3D things in the world, which you don't want as sculptures. I think it's because you can quickly animate them.
I can see me using this mode a whole lot more than anything else.
What's that?
It seems easy.
Does it?
Yeah. Moulding things out of flecks and paintbrushes and stuff better than blending and...
To be fair, the way you paint as well, this is a more... the way you paint in real life is interpretistic, isn't it?
Impressionistic.
Impressionistic is the word, rather than having it look sort of dead on exact. That's interesting. So, because I prefer the other way. So, if we do end up making a scene, I can make the bold,
the sculptures,
the main parts of it, and then you can give it depth and color and stuff.
Paint the trees.
Yeah.
Now we've finished painting.
Fine looking trees.
Unequip the Stamp Fleck tool with circle.
There's a lot you can do there, because we can make weather effects in this, and butterflies even, and birds and stuff.
Menu too.
there's a lot of
Scope out of the
color,
painting
to use
by
that
holding
word
L1
loosely. There's a
and
lot of color
pressing
to add
circle.
to a scene using paint mode.
Now you can assemble the parts of the flower using the Move tool.
Where did I leave my flower bits?
Beautiful. Let's group the flower so it's a single object. Select all of the flower parts with X. And now select the Group button in the context menu. There, we've made the flower a single group that we can move, scale, rotate, and clone. I spy some charming plant pots. How about we put the flower in one of them? Now let's make another flower by cloning the first one. So hold L1, then grab the flower with R.
Gotta pause the guy, he's getting ahead.
It's gone, man. Calm it down.
First it's going too slow, and now he's like, right, on to the next thing. It's like, whoa, Clive. Give us a minute, please.
I might scale it up, actually.
We'll add some blue.
Too far.
That looks good. That's in a good position. I think
you can see its stem for its face.
Yeah, it's like a real flower.
No. It's all attached. Oh, this is the awkward part. It's like positioning everything.
Again, it's because this sort of paint mode, it doesn't have to look perfect.
It has to be attached.
You have to get it like vaguely connected, yeah.
Nope, too far.
I think there might be possibly guides that can help you.
I think there's a snap, isn't there, or something?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay, do we want to make 2 of these?
I think so, yeah.
Right, how do I...
Otherwise, it's like a weird plan. It's like a weird dick the plan has.
Plan dick. How do I...
Oh, gone too far.
Oh, no. Okay, I need to,
rotate with it. Oh, that was good.
Right, now let's get it vaguely attached. Oh, okay.
I think that's vaguely attached. So now you want to group. You want to group all 4 pieces.
Right, select.
Halfway there.
Group. Now, what did you want from me?
Put it in the plant part.
Okay, so we will scale it down. Are we going for the big one?
Sure.
Well, we missed that.
Not even close. Okay, you can play the thing again now. You want us to make a clone of it.
We don't want them all to look identical, though. Let's make a different bloom.
So we need to flip.
You can scope into the flower group by holding L1 and pressing X over it. Now delete the bloom from the top of the plant. Let's do something a bit different with this flower. In the next step, I'll show you how to edit the appearance of your flex.
Okay.
So, let's make a beautiful new bloom for this flower. Enter paint mode and equip the stamp flex tool.
Paint mode.
To make this bloom look a little different, we're going to edit the flex appearance. We can do that by selecting the Edit Fleck button in the context menu. Or use the shortcut. Hold L1 and press square to open the Fleck editor. It's the same shortcut as opening a tweak menu. The Fleck editor has sliders for altering the appearance of the Fleck. They look a bit different to the sliders you see in tweak menus, but they work much the same way. Try dragging them up and down using X and see what they do to the Fleck on your imp. How exciting! The fade slider adds extra flecks that fade away near the edges.
Okay.
The scatter slider adds extra.
Clive strikes me as an unmarried man. I don't know about you.
A more three-dimensional clump of flex.
He's just passionate about what he does.
The
Oh, I like
opacity
impasto.
slider makes the fleck more transparent. Once you've adjusted the sliders to your liking, invisible. Simply press circle to exit the fleck editor and start painting with your
Do you think it would have been a mistake to hire Stephen Fry to do the narration for these tutorials like they had in Little Big Planet?
Try turning on Kaleidoscope again.
Hard to do anything.
That's not true because you fired. He was the voice of our car navigation.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And you fired him.
I did. It's because he kept doing that counting thing.
Yeah, so like you're driving along, it's like make a left turn in 554, 2 miles.
L1 and circle.
And yeah, and by the time he'd finished counting the
move the new bloom onto the stalk
distance and making a joke, it was already too late.
I liked it. I didn't mind.
When you're done, move on to the next step.
Am I scoped into the group at the moment because it's all greyed out?
No, I think you're doing your own thing. You're doing the bloom, aren't you?
Oh, so we're not like this yellow pom-pom thing.
Okay.
But it doesn't feel like it's connected to the rest of it.
That's fine, you can sort that out after. You can group it together. So just get rid of the menu. And you can just grab the yellow, do what you want with it, and then you can group it.
Wait, my group has gone away. Merge paintings?
Or merge the paintings, selected paintings into one. Useful for complex frame by frame, for simplifying logic and making several paintings created independently into one. That's what you want to do.
You didn't tell me to do that though. You told me to group, not merge.
Well, we're off the rails now.
Now we have some new flowers. How about a bit of
dandelion
to them? We can do that by creating
I remember this bit. This is good.
Make sure you're scoped out of any paintings or groups. Then select Paint Mode from the Modes menu. For the rain, we'll use the Rule Flex tool. It's in the Paint Mode Tools menu. The icon looks like a ruler. The Rule Flex tool lets you draw straight lines made of flecks.
We're going to change to dots. Let's do that.
Choose a fleck, colour and finish for your rain. Something watery.
I don't like any of this. What should we do?
Then close the menu with square. These flecks are going to be raindrops, so make them small using the down directional button. Move your view back from the flowers so that you can see plenty of space above them. Then position your imp at a reasonable distance above the flowers and press and hold R2. Stretch the stroke down to the grass at a slight angle, then release R2 to stamp it.
Oh, this line nice. Of flex like literally it's just a straight line, it's just stuck there.
Unequip the Rule Flex tool with
Would be useful for the stem.
Then scope out of your painting.
Why didn't you suggest that? Oh, I suppose you didn't want it straight.
It doesn't look like much at the moment, but in the next step, I'll show you how to make it look more rainy.
Are we going to tweak it?
All these flowers, the pollen count must be high. Oh, yeah. I hate he was acting up because of Dreams.
L1 and press square to open its tweak menu. Look for the animation page of the tweak menu. The tab has a clapperboard icon.
Of the
The
creator.
slider at the top controls the playback speed. Grab the slider with X and pull it to the right. You won't see anything change to start with.
All the way to the right?
In order to see animation, you'll need to start by clicking R3. Use the grab cam or the sticks to get up close to the stroke.
Now we're playing.
And you'll
It's
see
way
the
too much
flex
water.
moving along it. You can increase the playback speed to make them move faster. The next
this is the point of
switch
painting.
on pulse. When pulse is on,
What?
you won't see
It's
the
this.
whole
I think it's
stroke.
this easy.
Instead,
Get
pulse
like
reflects will
animation.
travel down it. Select the pulse button in the
So
animation.
I'm guessing
tab of
you
the
could
tweak
animate the
menu.
flowers to make it
Its
look like they're
icon
blowing in the
is
wind or
on.
something, like relatively simply, maybe.
Hmm.
Ah, yes. That looks much more like a
Something about the
raindrop.
bar.
You can shorten the trail of the pulse using the slider below the pulse button.
Changed it from pulse.
Shorten the trail
Yeah.
a little to achieve a raindrop.
Okay, so if you had it on flowing, that'd make a really good waterfall, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Ah, we're learning now.
Drops are still a
Do a
little on the
waterfall if I
slow
wanted.
side.
What did he just do?
Grab the playback speed slider and turn it.
Rewind. Quick.
Shorten the trail
Oh.
a little to achieve a raindrop look. The drops are still a little on the slow
Why
side.
did we make it so big in the first place,
Grab the
mister?
playback
Oh, I suppose
speed
that's the
slider and turn it
whole...
The
right
flare,
up.
maybe.
Yeah, it's its pathway, isn't it?
Oh, you've done that already.
It's all the way up. You told me to do it all the way up. Wait a
That's
minute.
more like it.
Can go even further.
One raindrop isn't going to water many
Oh,
flowers.
jeez.
There's a handy way to duplicate your
This is
painting
the impressive
without
bit.
having to clone it loads of times.
I remember this.
I'll show you in the next step.
Oh, what a tease.
Gotta press a
So now
button
let's
before we find
duplicate our
out.
raindrop and create a proper downpour. In the tweak menu of the raindrop painting, look for the duplicates tab. The duplicates icon is a pair of sheep, just like the clone tool.
Shit.
This tab is used to create duplicates automatically, based on a variety of options. The positional duplicates options
Menu,
determine
please.
where the copies appear. The option we want is around camera. Select it and see what happens. Wow! Now it looks like it's really raining.
Beautiful.
This setting duplicates the painting around the
Need
It's
camera.
more.
literally just wherever
So
you are.
wherever we go in the scene, it
Yeah.
will seem like
Looking.
it's raining. At the bottom
Oh.
of the duplicates tab are 3 sliders. They affect how many of them there are, how far apart the duplicates are spaced, and whether they are scaled randomly. Try adjusting the sliders and see if you can create an
Your
effect
rain.
you like.
That's really
Spread.
good.
Oh, jeez.
Which one does that do?
That was the spread, so they're quite...
Then close the
Chunky
tweak
now.
menu using the close button in the
They'll
corner.
put them on like 10%.
Hold L1 and press circle over the tweak menu to close it.
Oh, that's too
Now
far.
that we've
Go
watered
20.
the garden, let's add some finishing
30's
touches.
good. Or
Open the
25.
assembly menu with square,
30.
then select the search button with X.
I don't even know.
The collection for this tutorial contains lots
Just
of
to
great
vary the
things
size of
made in
the
paint mode.
copies.
There are
Oh,
also more
interesting.
So then all the
and a
same,
garden
exactly
shed
the
made in
same.
Sculpt mode. Use the collection to finish making Connie's garden. Stamp some plants or pots, or paint more plants of your own.
Close this. No, don't
Make
turn the
it
power off.
lovely.
Close it there.
When you're happy with the garden, stamp the shed in there somewhere. To finish the tutorial, switch over to play mode and walk Connie through the door of the shed.
Yeah, they've animated the top of that flower, haven't they?
Yeah. I can't even. Look at that. I turn the rain off for a second because it's...
That's an alien planet, that is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's like got a bleh on top.
Flower?
Not a flower. Flowers don't like spread out like their alien tentacles.
They do.
Well, they do, but not that quick.
One in each pot. Because that's what people do.
Literally, that's how I would plan.
No.
Yeah,
No.
it's It's artistic. A single flower.
Mushrooms. I'm not going to put the washing out. That's silly. It's raining. What? Why would I make a scene where it rains and then put washing out?
It's ironic.
I'm going to put mushrooms in the grass.
We should do a desert scene with someone walking across it wearing a raincoat. But there's no rain.
That person would just be stupid.
No, he wouldn't, because he'd be keeping the hot sun off of him. Stopping himself from getting sunburn. Yeah.
It's not irony.
What is irony? I use irony to make my shirts less creased.
You don't.
No, but on paper I should.
On paper you shouldn't use irony to straighten your clothes. I don't think that's rightly. No! Okay.
Dial it back.
Oh, rotate please. Is there a rotate? Can I use something else to rotate other than the touchpad? Because I don't like it.
Yeah, you can use L2.
L2. Okay. I like that more. What else we got? Tree. Another pot. Our leaves. Stump. Put a stump there. Somewhere to sit and look at the plants. Oh, I think I just climbed two. Plant two. Okay, there we go.
Is that a chopped down tree?
Yeah, it's a stump. It's a nice place to sit where you're looking at your 3 flowers.
Remember that time you killed a tree?
What?
What?
Probably use it to make these fences. Search. Look.
Probably a nihilist that burnt it for fun.
Really?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I couldn't say.
We've got the shed there. Okay, if we're going to put the washing out, we need to put it between the shed and a tree.
Oh, it's an alien tree.
Wait, this is this thermo everyone talks about.
The thermo we've heard so much about.
I can't deal with it. Okay, those are a bit closer together. I need to know how long the washing line is before I can plant my tree.
Like a pet peeve of
Very
mine.
short.
I don't know if it's people who use the paint tool too much or maybe the thermo's just too filled up. But we're only playing on base PS4 and it's when we enter a level and just the frame rate just, well, for lack of a better term, just shits itself.
Yeah, I think it's pro players, isn't it? Pro players.
Possibly. Or maybe people that just, I don't know, they're just like, they think it looks good and they don't understand that it doesn't play amazing, doesn't feel good to play. And I'm really not one of these frame rate snobs. Like, it doesn't bother me at all usually. It has to be really bad for me to be like, yeah.
Heck.
So this, and I still haven't quite figured it out, but using the paint tool is how you can make like capes and stuff that move when characters move. But it's tricky. I spent a good couple of days trying to figure it out.
Right, so I'm guessing I'm putting my tree over here. Because I'm crap at angling things. Did I make it? Is the tree planted?
Yeah. Basically.
Almost. Just a little floaty. It's still good. It's still good. Yeah, okay.
Press play, let's have a look around.
Okay,
Play mode. Possess it.
I should probably get rid of that. There we go.
Yeah, we made this. This is a thing we made.
Ah,
We could make dreams. We could make a dream. I'm sure of it.
Oh no, the shed's just not right, is it?
Oh no.
Oh no.
I've embarrassed ourselves on the internet. Again.
Oh, the trees are floaty. Oh no.
POS.
Oh, dear.
Let's just leave.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. We are Ugly Surfer Gaming and we upload new videos Monday to Friday from Dreams Early Access. If you like our content, please hit the subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment, share the video on your favourite corner of the internet. Any one of those things really helps us out. Thank you very much.